Welcome to Smash Writing. And Justin is so lucky he's not in studio with me because he gave me a movie to review.
You're lucky I'm not in studio with you. What, to see you not crying over there? I hear you.
Today we are talking about...
I will say again, this is Academy Award winning in comparison to the bullshit you've been putting me through.
Oh, here we go. So today we are reviewing and talking about the anime film, Bayonetta. Is it The Bloody Fate or Bloody Fate?
Bloody Fate.
Okay. Look, I don't even fucking care about the title. Okay, you hit me hard with Shocktopus and whatever. Oh god, and then like a next week's episode, Ginger Snaps. That's gonna be another great debate. All right, you know what? You talk about what this plot was because I
want to hear you do it.
Oh, hear me do it. So, okay, there's this damn...
God, it's pretty much simple as it. You have a 1,000-year-old witch who was asleep at the bottom of the water, and she woke up, and she has no memory of her past. She just knows that she is a witch who is in charge of hunting angels. And you go on a journey with her as she's trying to piece together who she is and what she is. And while the other side, you have the Lumen Sage...
Jesus.
Who are trying, him and the angels are trying to piece together the eyes, the left eye and the right eye, to awaken Jubilee, which will destroy the Earth and remake it into their light. And you find out that Bayonetta is the one who has the left eye, and part of the Umbra Witch's job is to make sure that doesn't happen. Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's big. And then what, like the leader of that pack there is like her father or some shit like that, and
he was he was Bayonetta's father, who just wouldn't get off of this whole destroy everything kind of kick.
And then turn around, like, I was confused about the one point. It was like, does she actually have a child? And then turn out it was actually her from the past that he sent to, like...
He needed, the thing with the left eye, because you saw it a little bit whenever, Luca's dad awoken her from the bottom of the ocean. She has no memory of who she is or what she is, so the eye doesn't work. He needs Bayonetta to be full powered to use the eye. So he's pretty much throwing everything at her to try to not only make her remember who she is, but to become who she is.
Okay, and now, what the hell made you want to, like, what got you into this movie?
The video game.
Okay.
This is the movie is a poor man's version of the game.
All right.
And I know if I had given you the game, it would take you about 3.5 years to beat it.
Oh, well, thank you that you didn't give me the game because this movie has really just pissed me off.
I don't get why. Like I said, better than any of the movies you keep recommending to me.
Well,
I'm throwing you bangers here.
No, yeah, banging my head across the room. I don't know, like this, the last couple of, like, the last year we've been, you've been picking out anime, whether it's a series or a movie. And
I think this is the first movie.
Really? Yeah, because you recommended One Punch Man Season 1 and 2. I recommended Spawn because I was just curious about it, and we were reviewing Spawn the film, so it made sense.
This has way much more depth than Spawn did.
That is true. I don't know, like...
Giving you bangers here.
No, I wouldn't call it a banger per se. I just feel... it just didn't click, because, like, at one point, the action... The story was thin at best for me, and I'm going, like, back and forth, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, the only cool thing I liked was her shoes, how she her high heels were the guns, too.
Yeah.
That was, like, the only cool part, because I'm like, that is actually pretty badass. And then it just kind of seemed like, for me, every time they did another scene, they were just kind of going off at the top of their head. It just didn't flow right. And maybe that is because I'm not into video games. I don't, I never played a game. But it just, in this movie, it just felt like they were adding as they went on. 1 minute she's fighting this villain who's hunting her down, and it turns out they were like teammates 1,000 years ago or something, and they had to duke it out or some shit like that.
Well, all right, so you're talking about John.
Okay.
John is a fellow Umbra Witch.
Right.
Who was supposed to be the left eye. And what you saw I'm talking about was back when Bayonetta was a part of the Umbra Witches, and the Umbra Witches were alive and thriving. John had to fight for the right to have the eye. She picked her friend, who was the outcast Bayonetta, and she went against their warnings and everything, and she won, and she challenged Bayonetta, and Bayonetta beat her. Okay. And that's why Bayonetta had the eye.
Okay.
They were friends, but John at the end, like when you were seeing it and how she ends up at the casket, was that when Bayonetta's mom died, Bayonetta was so distraught she was not paying attention to the threats coming down on them.
Okay.
And John only saw one way to keep the eye out of their hands, and she's the one who stabbed Bayonetta and buried her into the ocean to keep her away from them.
And I guess another question here is, do they really gotta have like her nudity scenes and her big boobs popping out half the time? Like what?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, of course. Somebody got to whack off to the Sims.
This movie only works if you go completely over the top.
I guess I have to agree with you on that one.
This is lore with the witches and their hair.
Yeah, you were saying something like the longer the hair, the more powerful or something? Or
old school witch and lore has a lot of their power is found within their hair.
So, like, if you wanted to defeat her, you could just shave her bald.
No, good luck. It gets a lot weirder in the second game. She has short hair. So
okay, so it just contradicts that whole statement. Now, God, I hope there isn't a sequel.
Like a lot of people, they complain about the nudity with her. The fact is, she is still one of the most kick-ass characters in a video game. She is very forward, but she never actually has sex with anybody.
Okay.
She is a demon-killing witch, so why would you expect purity from her?
I understand that at the end of the day, she's a witch, so you can't really... Like, for the longest time, like, watching this film, I thought she was actually truly, like, evil, and then they're like, oh, no, we're changing the plot here, and the witches are actually the protectors, or something like that.
But,
I think. Like,
well,
I'm
you
not...
kind of get that. You fell under the path Luca was going, because Luca thought the same thing.
Well, I mean, his story made sense. I mean, obviously he wanted revenge on her for killing his father, because from the naked eye, that's what he's seen.
He didn't see the angels until he had glasses.
Yeah, which he was still questioning whether the glasses were real or not, until he finally came around. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, this is still kind of... It just didn't click with me. But what are you rating it?
I'm gonna give this another B. It's
Jeez, you and these Bs.
It misses out a lot of what makes the game special, because a lot of the fights that she just breezes through are fights that you have to play in the game.
Okay.
Like, do you remember at the airport whenever she's confronted by the giant angel, and then you jump to Luca and Cereza come driving up in the car and out of the tunnel, and she's already defeated it?
Right.
That was a long-ass fight in the game.
Once again, I wouldn't know because I don't play the game.
Well, again, that was another reason why I wanted you to watch this movie, because I knew you didn't play the game.
Now, in your personal opinion, would playing the game alter my mind of this film? So, I'm giving this film right now. I'm giving this film a D.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm giving it a D. Yeah.
You gave the Spawn animated series a better grade.
What was the grade on Spawn? I gave Spawn like a C. C. Yeah. Okay. So it's not that dramatically different. I don't know, man. For a second there, I still was questioning, like, what the hell am I watching? That's
the first opinion after you play the game.
It's like you're like, what the hell am I playing? I just, like I said, I don't know. The plot was thin. Sure, the action and the action sequences were there. It just didn't feel like it had a clear direction of where it was going. So it just kind of...
It does. You just have to follow it.
I pulled a Justin move here, and I kind of toned out once I was getting sick of it. However, unlike Justin, even when it's a bad movie, I still finish it.
Which one did I not finish?
They/them.
Yeah, I didn't finish that. I was too angry.
See, exactly. Called you. You're like, but I still finished it. I still...
Bayonetta is a 9-foot-tall witch with guns on her heels. Them are crazy religious people. Get the hell out of here. You give me a movie with crazy people with guns on their boots, I will finish watching.
Okay, so now I know what to find and look for. Yeah, I'll give it a high D, but nevertheless a D. Outside of you bringing this to
I would love to see it. This might happen on the channel one day. I'm going to bring the PlayStation over.
Okay.
And I'm going to load up a level for you to play, and you're going to try to play it.
Okay. That is just going to be torture for the audience.
But a great amusement for me.
Well, next week's episode is going to be like I said, once again, remember, this is on top of Sharktopus 2, okay? So you're killing me, but next week we'll be reviewing Ginger Snaps, and once again, Justin, what the hell? What?
Again, I gave you high-class movies, you give me The Requiem and Valley of the Dead.
I was thinking about you in the sense that it would work, so I get A for effort on this. You just get you get a D for being a no. You're getting a D for this for being a dick because you know this was not
D for an effort and D for a baseball bat upside your head.
But until next time, guys. Bye bye.